Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. You will probably remember that Francisco Rodriguez Jr. scored an excellent win over the previously undefeated Galal Yafai. That was back in June, and he collected the WBC interim belt, which had belonged to Yafai. Then he failed a PED test, sadly one of many. But there was an internal, intense investigation by the WBC. I don't know how intense it was, but they have punished, is that the word we're using? Is it strong enough to be called a punishment? They are punishing Rodriguez for this failed PED test. Now, it must be mentioned that Rodriguez seemed to have boundless energy in that fight and was throwing as many punches, probably more, at the end of the 12th round as he was at the start. He floored Yafai in the final round. But the decision will be annulled, and it will be called a no contest, and Yafai will be reinstated as the WBC interim champion. However, Rodriguez has avoided being banned from WBC competition for, he's avoided it, but he has been placed on probation for 12 months. So is this a sort of fudging of the issue? Should they have banned him outright? I think the most important thing is that the fight is going to be called a no contest. There are a lot of you actually in the comments section of the videos I've done have said that never mind this no contest business, it should be reversed, and the guy who had the failed PED test, it should be called a defeat, and the fight should be given to the other guy. I think there's a lot to be said for that argument. I like that idea, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Calling it a no contest. Yafai gets his undefeated record back, deservedly so in my opinion. He gets his belt back, which puts him into the mix for, the full fat WBC championship. And yeah, I mean, it's the WBC is saying a no contest. Others should follow suit. I know the British Boxing Board of Control were in charge of that fight because it took place in Britain. They were the arbiters of it, the rules and regulations. I would imagine they will follow the WBC's lead and change it to a no contest. But it was something called Heptol was the drug in question that Rodriguez tested positive for. I am not a chemist. As I've said many times before, I used to work for a drug and alcohol agency, but steroids are not my forte. It was more sort of illicit street drugs that I dealt with. I did the harm minimisation with PED users, but I don't understand the chemistry of it. So if you know anything about Heptol, please let me know. But I understand it's definitely a performance enhancer. And also, I forgot to mention, actually, I should have mentioned this at the start, but Rodriguez, the WBC have claimed that Rodriguez ingested this drug unintentionally. Make of it what you will. I do not think it was unintentional. I don't see how they can arrive at that conclusion. The explanation that's been given by Rodriguez for unintentionally ingesting this drug, I don't get it. I don't buy it. I don't get it. He says he didn't know anything about it. He took it unknowingly, supposedly, and it was not intended to enhance his performance. I mean, you can say all this crap, but he got failed for a PED test. He pissed hot. So I don't understand why the WBC, in this respect, they are fudging the issue. If he ingested it accidentally, what is his reasoning? What is the argument against it? Are they going to reveal why, the logic behind it, the reasoning behind it? If they don't, then it's just his word against another's. Yeah. So anyway, the bottom line is that Yafai has been given his belt back and is undefeated once again. But for Rodriguez to avoid suspension and to just be placed on probation, I think it's a very a very sad issue, a very sad result. The drug test, by the way, was by VADA, in case you're wondering which drug agency did the test. VADA is supposed to be the gold card version, the best possible, very, very expensive drug testing agency. But tell me what you think of this. Do you buy it? I don't really, but I mean, a member of Yafai's team have called this ruling ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, I think was the phrase used. He's the team, the Yafai team, are saying, look, the con men have won. They've pulled the wool over your eyes again, and you've probably, you've treated another Mexican fighter with kid gloves. WBC, of course, is very sort of Mexico-centric. As we know, Mauricio Suleiman is the president. Let me know what you think. I'm going to resist the temptation to go into a rant, but leave your comments below. Thanks for watching the video anyway, and I hope you had a nice weekend. Please, if you did enjoy the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and plenty more to come. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you now, but we will speak again soon. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Bye for now.